Hi everyone! Today I am so excited to be sharing with you one of my favorite tips for creating better collections. This is a special video I'm doing with some of my favorite creative friends on my top tips for making a marketable surface design collection. You'll also get to see some tips by Amarilys Henderson, Sandra Mejia, and Elizabeth Silver. Each of us are going to share our favorite tip for making marketable collections, and I'll tell you at the end how to see their tips after I share mine here. I'm Liz Kohler-Brown, a surface designer and hand letterer who is absolutely obsessed with making collections. Let's talk about the number one thing I hear people struggling with when they're building and sharing collections. Let's see if this is familiar for you. You made a collection and you post it online, but nobody seems to see it. So you think your art is bad. This is a common cycle that I see so many artists go through. They go through the work of building these beautiful collections, putting all this work into a collection, put it out in the world, and then nobody really even seems to care. I think a big part of the solution is to, number one, make yourself a list of great search terms. I'm sure you already know this, but online shopping is run by search terms. It is literally the only way that people find your art. So it's really important that your art starts with a search term. So some examples are collies, pugs if you want to do some dog themed stuff, Arizona or Chicago if you want something location themed, or cat lady if you want to go for an identity search term. So when it comes to making collections, I always start with one search term because I want people to not just find one pattern in the collection. I want them to find the whole collection around this search term and just be obsessed with all the patterns because they fit perfectly for the search term they're using. So of course, the next step after making that list of great search terms is to make collections around those search terms. This is important not just for people who are selling on print on demand, but also people who are licensing their art. You have to imagine that these licensors also have to list the work on sites. So they're working around specific trends that are tied to specific search terms. So if you can't identify some search terms that go with your collection, it's going to be really hard for the licensors to do that as well. So how do you find these search terms that sell? First of all, look at the sites where you want to sell your work. That could be print on demand, or it could be a specific website like Etsy, or even a bigger site like Target. Find out which niches are present but not oversaturated. I repeat, present but not oversaturated. If you go to a site and you search a term and you find absolutely nothing, that's not necessarily a good sign. That might mean that you're going a little bit too niche. Whereas if you type something like dog, you're going to find way too many search results. The sweet spot is somewhere in between dog and something like one-legged Maltese, Pyrenean, something or other dog. You want something in the middle that has a pretty good number of people searching for it, but not enough search results. So if you type something and you only see 3 or 4 pages of results, that's a really good sign that you found one of those sweet spot search terms that are perfect for designing a collection around. I'm going to send you over to my friend, surface designer Elizabeth Silver, who's going to share the next tip for building a marketable collection with you. You're also going to find links to all 4 tips below this video. So check out these lovely ladies, subscribe to their channels. They share all kinds of tips about making better art, selling it, sharing it, all those things that I know you all are interested in. So I'll see you next time. Bye.